Hey boys and girls, my name is Mac Comer, Knoxville, Tennessee's Dean of Fun, and today I'm going to read Cat and Dog at School. Now, while I'm reading, you're going to notice these little arrows, this little arrow right here circling around, and that's going to actually be pointing to the words that I'm reading. So you can read along with me, or you can let me read it, and then I'll point to the words, and you can read after I read. All right, so let's go ahead and practice right now. Cat and Dog at School. Now it's your turn. Very good. Let's go ahead and turn the page. Cat and Dog at School by Nikki Chase, illustrated by Mike Dammer. Now here, the target skills here are to recognize the letters A, B, C, D, and E, both capital and lowercase, and also some high frequency words such as I and am. You're going to see those a lot in this book. Let's go ahead and go to the next page. Page 2. I am cat. Your turn. I am dog. Now, real quick before we turn the page, can you find the character that's name is Cat? If you pointed right here, you're right. That's Cat. Can you point to the character whose name is Dog? I'm going to assume that this is the character named Dog, and here's how I know. There's a picture right here above the word dog, and that picture matches this dude's face, or dudette. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Here we go. Let's go ahead and turn the page. Page 4. I am A. Now you read. Over here. I am B. Your turn. Let's look back on page 4. I want you to find the letter A on this page and point to it. If you pointed to the red letter A right here, and also this red letter A right here, you were correct. That's the capital A and the lowercase a. Now on page 5 over here, point to the letter B. If you pointed up here to this blue letter B and this blue letter B, you are correct. That's a capital B and a lowercase b. Let's go ahead and turn the page. I am C. Good. Can you find the letter C on this page? Yeah, if you pointed up here, you are correct. That's a capital C and a lowercase c. Let's go ahead and read the next page. I am D. Good. Can you point to the letter D on this page? If you pointed to these two letters right here, you're correct. That's a capital D and a lowercase d. Let's go ahead and turn to the page. I am E. Now it's your turn. Very good. And I want you to point to the letter E on this page. If you pointed to this E and that E, you are correct. There's two different types of E. You got a capital E and a lowercase e. Now, we are done reading the book, but what I want to do is I want to actually go back to the beginning of the book, because on each page, there's actually objects that start with the letter that we're trying to find. So let's go ahead and go back to the beginning of the book on page 2 here. Whoops, sorry, not page 2. Page 4, it says, I am A. Now, on this page, there are some things in here that begin with the letter A. I want you to think and see if you can figure out some of those items that start with the letter A. They might even begin with the A sound. I'm going to give you a second to think about that. Okay, so here's some things that start with the letter A, and they might even sound like ah. Here we go. Here's one. An A. Apple. Apple was one of them. The word ant. Now that word's kind of weird because it doesn't really sound like It's not ant. But the word ant does start with the letter A. What about alligator? That was one. I don't know if you know what this is back here, but this is called an aquarium. An aquarium can hold fish or reptiles, even little tiny turtles that you might get as pets. So an aquarium, that word starts with the letter A. And also on this shirt this alligator's wearing, it has the letter A on it. Very good. Okay, so now that we're kind of like warmed up, I think we're going to know what to do on the next page. Next page says, I am B. So we're going to take a second to look at this page. And I want you to find all the things that might start with the letter B. The letter B sounds like B. So try to find as many things as you can that start with that B. And go. Okay, so let's take a look here. Ooh, I see a bunch. Actually, do you know what these are? These are called bumblebees. The word bumble starts with a B, and the word bee starts with a B. I see a bird, book, bag, boots. Those all start with the letter B. Banana, balloon, and a bear. Do you see anything else that I might have missed out? Yeah, the bear is wearing a shirt that has the letter B on it. Very good. Let's go ahead and go to the next page. All right, so now we are looking at page 6, and it says I am C. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this picture and find things that might begin with the letter C. The letter C sounds like K. So any pictures you might see that start with that K sound is what we're looking for. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to figure that out. So let's go ahead and think, look for it, and then we'll come back. All right, let's see if you found any of the things that start with the letter C, the K sound. Let's see. I see a bunch of things, actually. This thing right here is called a cup. What about what's this? A camera? Yeah. What's this thing? Carrot. Perfect. This is a poster. The word poster does not start with the K sound, does it? So poster is not one thing, but there's a picture of something in the poster. What is it? It's a camel. Yeah, camel. K. See, camel. K. Yep. Up here we have a picture of a coat. And then we have a cat. Did I find everything? There's the letter C on the cat. That is correct. Hopefully I got all of that. Let's go ahead and go to the next page. It says, I am D. Find all the things on this page that start with the letter D. All right? D sounds like D. Can you make that sound? D, D. Good. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to find some things there too. All right, let's go ahead and see if you found any of these items that start with the letter D. The D sound is D. The first one I see is right here. That is a doll. D, doll, D. Who said this one? What is that? Is it Bronchosaurus? A Bronchosaurus? Is that how you say it? Anyway, that doesn't start with a D, but it's in a group of animals called dinosaurs, and that is a dinosaur. Dinosaur starts with a D. What is this thing? Quack, quack. It's a duck. D, duck, D. Is there anything else that starts with the letter D that I haven't pointed out already? Yep, the picture of the donkey. Very good. And the dog is wearing a D on its shirt. Let's go ahead and go to the next page. You're getting very good at this. Here's our last page. Our last page, it says, I am E. What things on this page begin with the letter E? E sounds like eh. Let's think about it. All right, let's check it out. Did anybody point to this thing? What is that? An egg. E, egg, eh. Good. Did anybody say this thing? What is that? It's an envelope. Now here's the weird thing. The E sounds like eh, but in this word, it does start with an E. Envelope starts with an E, but it sounds like eh. Very confusing, but the word itself starts with an E. Envelope. What about this? There's a circle. I know the word lion. Lion starts with an L, so that's not an E. But what about this thing it's pointing to? Is circling this part of your body called the elbow. The elbow. And then, what kind of animal is this? If you said elephant, then you are correct. Elephant is wearing an E. Perfect. You know what? I think we've gotten super smart today by reading this book and by going back and finding pictures that begin with the letters that were on those pages. I hope you enjoyed reading with me as much as I enjoyed reading with you. See you later.